What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and welcome to the Hot Take Show with my lovely co-host Peter Dance, the king of invoker. Thanks, Peter, for joining me on the debut of the Hot Take Show. Hopefully, the debut.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, and sorry in advance for anyone that might not be used to this version of my voice, but unfortunately I'm recovering from a cold. So yeah, you might see me sneeze, but hopefully I'll mute it in time. But apologies in advance.
Yeah. Peter told me before this conversation, like, Damien, like, I have a cold, and I was like, don't worry, like, these hot takes are such hot garbage. They're so fucking spicy, they're just gonna cure you. So, guys, what we are doing today is I went back in time. Yes, the technology is finally here. So I went back in time and I found the shittiest, hottest takes that I could on some card reveals. They're either on individual cards or they are on archetypes. I took 10 of them and I brought Peter here. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to show him the takes, and then Peter can ask for a hint. Okay, so like what this card might be, and then he tries to guess it. It can be a card, it can be an archetype. I will definitely let you know. So let's see how many of them you can guess. If you're ready, let's jump into the game screen.
Let's go.
Okay, guys, so we are here with the first hot take. So, Peter, here are 3 comments.
Okay.
This is a joke, right? Get out of here with this trash ass support. Did him dirty again. They refuse to give the support they deserve. I just love how they say is back and stronger, but they show us this. So your hint is it is a leader that got multiple versions of him. And this was one of the latest ones.
Right. Well, yeah. If I break down the 3 different lines, because I don't know why, but the bottom one makes me think we're talking about a green deck. Because especially if it's quite recent, because it's like they're saying that green is back and stronger. So off the top of my head, especially with it being a leader, multiple ones. But if we think of the green one, that probably means sell. So I think we're talking. I know it seems thingy, but with that hint, makes this make sense. So I think we're talking about sell.
Okay.
Because obviously they're on about green being back. He's got multiple reworks, which Sal does have. They did make him dirty with that support. Sorry, with the new stuff. Like, it's not as good as like the Reboot Sal or like. But then again, we got Sal Surge, which was amazing, banned. But originally, like, that's what I'm thinking of. So if I was to guess, based on this, I would say we're talking about Sal.
Okay. Which cell?
Ooh. I guess the most recent one, because we've only just said about green being back. So my original reaction was the expert deck or starter deck, but like that's so far long ago. There was never I don't recall ever thinking, oh, green's back when that came out. So yeah, I would say the most recent cell.
Okay. Here is the cell that they were talking about.
Wow. So they were saying Sal was bad. Sal Surge. Okay, wow.
It is trash support for Cell. It's why did they do him dirty? One of the strongest leaders of all time. So
yeah, definitely. Well, at least I got Sal correct, but not the. But yeah, I was thinking more recent. So that's so interesting. That again, we're all gonna be guilty of this, especially me. But like, imagine. I guess the idea was perhaps back then looking at the top 5 and discarding because you weren't plussing just seemed bad. but once people worked out their builds, it was pretty broken.
Okay.
Okay, that was cool.
Let's move into the next one. Changing first on OBS and then showing it to you.
Okie dokie.
So, yeah, here is a hint. There are 3 cards here. 2 of them got banned. And 1 of them has been on ban list predictions forever.
Okay, so they got revealed together.
Yes.
Basically. 2 of them are banned.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 of them potentially should be on the ban list, or at least people want on the ban list. Ooh, interesting. This is kind of cool. I like this. Wow. So if we're looking at the ban list currently, so I mean, this is a bit disappointing, a bit underwhelming. These are disappointing. Yesterday reveals were better. I can't think of any TPs that were revealed together, or even that are banned. So that to me says they are main set archetype. Now, off the top of my head, King Piccolo has a lot of archetype banned that could have been revealed together. However, there would have been nothing revealed in that collection that should be on the ban list now. So that makes me think it's not the King Piccolo selection of cards, because obviously we had New Ruler and Piano that's banned. So, what 3 cards with 2 of them being banned? Can I look at the ban list or not?
No.
Okay. Okay, so, because even in the set of Boo Unison, don't think anything in that set is banned. Actually, was Boo Unison King Pick? No, it wasn't. King Piccolo's like set 13, I think. Set 12. And I think plus 1 to be revealed together. Huh. I don't think I have a guess. Other than other than it being main set,
Mm-hmm.
and other than it not being TPs,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it's the King Piccolo era of set. However, that's the only thing that keeps coming to mind, King Piccolo era, because of New Ruler being banned and Piano. So I'm struggling with this one, brother.
It is a hard one. Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, on that one, I'm gonna have to give up. But
Okay.
if I was to guess any, it would be the King Piccolo era.
Okay. These are the cards. Gonna show them first on OBS, then gonna show them to you.
Oh, of course, set 10. Oh, wow. You know what? They didn't even cross my mind. Yeah, I mean, Putin's a weird one because for a very long time people wanted that card banned, and now it doesn't even get talked about.
Yeah.
So that's actually a really clever one. Actually, I like that one because, yeah, those 2 cards definitely deserve to stay banned. The Bardock and the Power Legend. So.
Disappointing reveals. Anyway, let's move into the next one. So, okay, this one is gonna be a bit tricky for me to give you a hint, but
okay.
Here you go. The second one, it doesn't mean SCR. It's supposed to be an SR. So, this card was from a Unison Warrior block, and it was one of the staples.
Not a strong card, but definitely a card to be wary of. This is certainly worse than a blue SCR. So it's an SR, right?
Yeah.
Not a strong card, but definitely a card to be wary. I don't know why, but the first thing that comes to my head is a Boo Unison. But because it's one of those things where I think like the idea of not being able to plus sucked really badly, but obviously it ended up being broken as fuck. Weaker than one you would expect from an SR. Huh, so it's unison block, so yeah, I mean Brew Unison would fit into that category. Not strong. But you said it's a staple.
It's a staple, yeah. I mean, like, it was shown, it was revealed, and after that it was played a lot. It was a staple in its color. Is it still legal? I'm not gonna answer that. So.
Okay. Man, these are really tough, you know. gonna make me look like I don't know anything. I do like the guessing, but it's very hard, you know, because it's like I don't want to think too long. But it's like, and then it's obviously trying to remember all the cards that exist in a game that's got like 20 odd set. Fair enough, Unison block is set 10 to set technically 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 7 sets worth of cards.
And a staple.
And it's a staple. But it makes me think, because of the middle comment, it makes me think it's a blue card. But like, that could just be fake. But then I'm trying to work out the shit blue SCRs. So pie card. Yeah. But sorry. Oh yeah, no SCRs. It says this is certainly worse than the blue SCR.
But spelled wrong. It's super rare. It's not secret.
Oh, okay, right. Because I was thinking of PyCon, and then I was thinking, what's in that set? I don't know why, but the Boo Unison keeps coming to my head. I don't know why. It just keeps doing that. I can't seem to move away from Boo Unison, but let me think. Give me 2 more seconds.
Okay,
let me see if there's anything else. But it's a staple, because Boo Unison is a staple. Well, but then again, maybe it's not really anymore. Okay, staple card, but again, maybe the blue is forcing me to think. What about Violent Rays?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, okay, that's my final answer, Violent Rays.
Okay. Here's what the card is.
Even though that's insane, to be fair. But I guess it's not a staple anymore. Really? Wow. That is definitely a staple.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. I definitely wasn't going to get that. I didn't even think of it like... It is a staple, 100%, but... I guess that's crazy. You gave the right guesses, but I was miles off.
All right, let's move into the next one. So, let me see. Oh, okay. It's a leader. It's one of the worst ones in the game.
Oh, I'm guessing it's the new cell, because that's the only one where they talked about Black Mass setting being banned. Is it
It's not from the latest set.
Okay, because that's the straight away. That's the thing. Okay, so the other feels like Dark Man gonna get a ban. When they say, I don't know if you can tell me, but when they say that, are they referring to because the Black Mass will be so strong against this deck, or will it because it's strong in that deck?
It would be strong against this deck.
Okay, so that to me says Toa token deck.
Okay, and someone says that it's busted, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you got to think of a deck. It has to be a deck that creates free battle cards.
Yes.
So Toa token is very good at doing that. Is there any other deck that can create tons? I mean, King Piccolo did, but I don't think that was ever an issue for King Piccolo. Like he could deal with it, and I don't think that comment would suit King Piccolo.
I'm not sure would you run into a comment saying busted on King Piccolo, considering how King Piccolo was received when he came out.
True, the idea of starting at 6 life was so bad, and it ended up being one of the strongest decks of the format. It's crazy. Yeah, the only deck that comes to mind that you can play loads of like battle cards and stuff would be Token Tower. I can't think of anything else. But then I don't think you'd think busted when it comes to Token Tower. But I think that'll have to be my answer, even though I don't think it's gonna be Token Tower.
Okay, you're right on that one. Here's what it is.
Oh, I thought you meant really, as in I was right on Token Terror. You sod.
Busted.
Okay, it's the same. It's the same concept.
Yes.
It's just no one's gonna know chill, man.
Yes, definitely gonna give you like half a point for that one. But like, chill is busted, and it's gonna get BMS banned.
Busted. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Again, that's the thing. It's like you try and think logical, and nobody looks at chilled. Surely no one looks at chilled and goes busted.
Well, that's why this is a hot takes show. So here is the newest hot take. I'm gonna change it here. Okay, this one should be easy. This is an archetype from the Unison Warrior block that failed miserably and didn't do anything.
Okay.
It may be topped / won one event and then nothing ever.
Right. So it's an archetype, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, there's too much probably to battle fast for this. The more I read these, the madder I get. Who thought these were a good idea today? So won one tournament and then did nothing.
Yeah. It's one of the most overrated ones ever.
I remember Red Broly winning an event and then pretty much not winning events after, but it's not going to be that because Red Broly is at least decent.
So keep in mind, hot takes.
Yeah. I think I'm thinking too actually logical, but what archetype won an event? It's probably going to be an American event.
I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not sure has it necessarily won. I know it topped. It probably got second. Not sure if it got first. It was in the top 4 somewhere once, as far as I'm aware. But it was hyped to oblivion.
The hell was hype? I think the thing that makes this so much more difficult, even when you narrow it down to the Unison block, because it's basically 7 sets.
Okay.
It's still so many sets. Okay,
it's from the second half of the Unison block, of the Unison Warrior block.
Okay, so the second half is 14 onwards, I would say. So we had Bojack, but Bojack's fine. What else did we have? I don't know why, but pardon me. I mean, I don't know if you count this as an archetype, but the Dripku. That's, I don't know if you treat that as an archetype, but I remember Dripku doing well in one event and then doing absolutely nothing forever. So unless I find something better, Dripku is probably going to be my answer. Let me think. But I don't know if you treat that as an archetype.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's an archetype, basically, you know. So, like, Dripku, we're looking at, like, multiple cards together. You know, it's like an archetype. It's something that it does.
Probably a rat or a ban. But I don't think people would have ever said that about Dripku. I remember a few people I knew liked it. The more I read these cards... No, I can't see them ever looking at Dripku and thinking that. What else is in these sets? They must be on about no, because they've never done anything. I was thinking of the 20k leaders, the Beerus
And Champa.
and Champa, but I don't even recall them ever doing
No.
well in an event, so it can't be them.
No.
Great. But just winning one event. Dripku's still, correction, doing well. Dripku's still the only one that comes to mind.
He does something that no one else does.
Oh, okay. Does something no one else does. Does something no one else does. Second half of the Unison block. It'd be curious, actually, if people who are following this from home, so to speak, with the recording, it's curious to see if other people get all these correct or not, and I'm just sitting here, like, completely oblivious. Because so far I've only got one right, so I'm happy with that one right. Well, kind of one right. I knew it was Cell, but not Cell Search. What is unique?
I'm not blaming you for not remembering. It was very forgettable. It was the complete opposite of all of these comments.
What was unique? See, Bojack to me says it's unique because it plays well. It's unique as in technically 6 Boob does it, and also the Vegito. But that was actually at least a decent deck, and it did stuff. I don't even remember all the archetypes, to be fair.
Okay.
So my answer's gonna be Dripku, but
okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna show it to you now. It was this one.
What the hell? It is unique.
The one that kind of just blanks things, and it was like, oh my god, this is the most broken thing ever, and I think it won like 2nd place somewhere in NA, and then it never did anything. Ever.
Yeah, definitely never gonna remember that.
Alright.
It is forgettable.
We've crossed the halfway mark, so let's go with this one. It's from the Zenkai block, and
so set 18 onwards.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't do anything that the comments here said he did.
Only to ban cards when you make other colours equally strong. Green's first real. Green is saved. I don't know why that. The first thing that comes to mind is the Gogeta, but let me see. What green decks do we have? We have the Piccolo.
I can help you out with this. I think I know all of them. So you have Piccolo, Turtle School, Gogeta, Broly, and then there were, what the hell was there? Gogeta, Broly, there was the Android 17 and Goku GT.
Yeah.
And it's nothing from the latest ones. It's not Cell or Gohan.
No need to ban cards when you equally. So it's definitely one that people thought was going to be strong out of the door. So it's going to be a popular character. It's not going to be Piccolo. Is it Gogeta? Or am I just going to Gogeta by default? What else was there? Gogeta. We had the Goku. Actually, it might have been the Goku. The one that you can't use overarms. I'm not sure which one that is.
It was the SS4 one.
Yeah. No need. Yeah, that's probably the one I'm gonna go for. The SS4.
Okay. So I am going to give you half a point because you were right immediately.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, Greeny saved everyone.
Yeah, maybe I should have stuck with my first thought.
Mm.
It was just because I was thinking like the SS4 seemed like it was a stronger choice because of the like the card starting warp, and then it's like you can play a lot of things free and stuff. But
Oh,
yeah, okay, fair
okay.
enough. I'll take that. I
Next,
need every half a point I can get.
next one is one of the worst things that I have ever seen. This is a yellow deck, and it's how do we put it? It's a yellow deck which ended up being exceptionally strong, and these limits did nothing to actually make it weaker. He wasn't errated or like limited. These were on reveal comments.
Yeah, well, this so it's weird because the only broken one that comes to mind is Meki. But the bottom bit makes me think we're talking about the set 10 Go Tanks. Um, so limited being locked to mono yellow ruined. But then all the extra cards, I'm pretty sure for Meki was mono yellow. And that would make sense because when you compare to the original that didn't have a color restriction, if my memory is correct, the once per turn extra on the front hurts his card with all the aggression going on. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Freezer, the reboot on this, but my
Okay.
second guess would have been set 10 Gotenks.
Okay.
Or go.
Congratulations, your first actual point here.
Yes,
Yes.
I will take that.
All right. So yeah, it was very poorly received when it came out.
That's
Initially.
crazy, isn't it? It's like it was pretty much the most broken deck of its time.
So the next
And,
one was this. So this one came out recently. It has a strong generic effect, and it's also supporting an archetype that is so dead that Vegeta's lineage laughs at it. Like, it's so irrelevant. But a portion of it is generic, and people were crazy that this is a power creep. The first, okay, to explain you the comments, this is a chain. So the first is the starting comment, and the other two are chained below it, basically.
Okay.
Replies.
At least they consistently screw green over and saying it's true power creep. Yeah, man, the completely power cards are straight swap out. So could you repeat what you said at the beginning again for me,
Okay,
please?
so it came out recently. It has a strong generic effect, and it also supports an archetype that is so dead that Vegeta's lineage makes fun of it.
Yeah, I mean the first card that came to mind, but it doesn't make sense based on your second comment, is the you know they had the Goku and the Piccolo. You pay 2 for the Goku, ignoring barrier.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Fated Rivals.
Yeah, that's the one. So that's the first thing that popped into my head for some reason, because it supports the Turtle School, but that's not like that comment doesn't make sense for Turtle School.
As you can see, it was considered a power creep when it came out.
Do we have an idea when it roughly came out, or can you say that?
Relatively recently. One of these comments is from a mate of yours who often gets these things wrong.
I wonder if we're talking about that the cooler, the TP, not TP, the that one,
the yellow one.
the green, the green cooler armed force. Because some people could look at that and think it's a power creep to the rival, and it supports cooler. Or are we talking about the King Cold one? No, because that's still locked. I'm thinking of the crit guy that kills a field card, but that's not a power creep generically because it's only really used in that deck. So I don't know why, but I keep thinking about Rival Seeker, not Rival Seeker, Fated Rivals, and then the evolutions of that. Even though I don't think they're power creeps, because you've got obviously the brand new one. I'm guessing nothing from set
21, nothing from the current set.
Okay.
No.
Green. Yeah, my power creeps card straight swap out. Are we talking about a green card here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the cooler.
Okay.
The armed force.
Okay.
What the hell?
Yes.
Oh, I remember the card, but
huge shout out to Jamie from Scrap Games for saying that this is better than Goku Fated Rival.
Yeah. Only better maybe in that particular art in the archetype, but actually, you know what? Now I think about your hint was actually really good because the U3 archetype is Beyond Dead, I guess.
Yes.
No, it's not U3, is it?
It's U2. It's U2.
U2.
Yeah, it's so dead.
I like that. That was really clever. I like that. That made a lot of sense now, but yeah, it's actually really hard, you know, really, really hard.
So we have only 2 left.
Okay.
So here is the next one. It is a reboot of a leader. It's a remade leader.
Useless. Why even make him again if you're gonna make this leader so ass? May as well should have revamped a different leader. This could be bloody anyone, my friend. Is there any remote hints I can like? Is it a set? Is it a promo maybe? As a hint?
These comments were astronomically wrong. Like astronomically wrong.
And I assume we can't have a leader that we've already had.
No.
So
no,
okay.
It's not Mecha Frieza.
So let's look at reboot leaders. It can't be Trunk because like he's so still the same. Like he was never good to begin with, or at least good enough. Don't think it would be Beerus. Can you answer if it? Oh no, that might be too giving. I was thinking if it's like what block it was from.
When it comes to reboot leaders, so to speed this up a bit, we have the following ones as far as I remember. There is Mehi, but it's not Mehi. Pan, Gotenks, Apeku, Trunks, SS3 Goku, SS3 Bardock, Beerus, and Father-Son Kamehameha.
Yeah, you got
Hit.
SS3 Goku.
And there was Hit, and I think that's all of them.
So I would say the leader previously would have had to have been okay. Because it says, why even make him again if you're going to make him this bad? So I would probably say it was a leader that was maybe okay back in its day, maybe. But then, so like, because I was thinking about Pan, but I'm like, no, because the original Pan was still pretty good. Trunk is no real difference between them both, so I don't think it's Trunks. Beerus, maybe, because again, they might have looked at Tap 16 and thought that's still stupid. Gotenks starter, maybe, but it wasn't really seen as bad. So, at the moment, unless I can think of another one, I'm thinking Beerus because they would have looked at Tap 16 and gone, this is still so trash. Because whatever it is, surely the ability has to be so bad or at least not massively
Mm-hmm.
an improvement. So the idea of having 16 energy back then in set 9 was horrendously bad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where like Gotenks, the reboot from the starter, is still like the original's good, the reboot's still good, but I could see someone looking at Tap 16 and thinking, "What the hell?" So yeah, I think Beerus reboot, because Hit was still good. Oh, Hit was better. SS3 was fine. I mean, surely they can't be on about bloody reboot Gohan, because that was the most broken deck in the world. So yeah, let's go with reboot Beerus. I feel like that seems logical, and it's so old that it would be wrong. It was SS3, yeah.
It's useless. It's shit. It's why even reboot him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. People are crazy, man. People are crazy. So, yeah. Let's do the last one. You're probably not gonna guess the last one. I'm going to try to help you as much as I can. I added this last one because it is funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's a Yamcha card. It never did anything. And it's not from a main set.
Yeah, so the only TP I can think of is the one that draws at the end of the turn.
When I say not from a main set, I also mean it's not. It can be expansion. It can be something else. It's just not BT something.
Fearless Pan. Which one was Fearless Pan again? Which one was Fearless Pan?
Fearless Pan. I think Fearless Pan is the one that gives like plus 5k and double. I think that's Fearless Pan. You know the one.
Yeah,
it costs
yeah,
free
yeah. From Red Broly pack with the Unison. So it's got to be. I mean, I think only Yamcha cards are red anyway, but it's got to be red. There's. Man.
I'm gonna cut you some slack. I'm just gonna show you the card. I don't think you're ever gonna guess it, man.
I'm thinking if I was to guess, I would probably say though the one that came in the anniversary box. I forgot what it was called. It was, I think it was a 2-drop, or was it a 3-drop? There's one in the anniversary. So that's my. I don't know the name, but yeah, that's what I would guess. With.
Yeah, it wasn't that one.
Oh, okay.
It was this one.
Fuck me. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was this one. So
I forgot about that Unison.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, yeah, that's it, guys. So, well, Peter, you got one correct. You got 2 half correct.
I got a couple of halves. Yeah.
So, yeah. Before we conclude, so what are your thoughts on the hot take show? You think we should try this again?
Yeah, I think maybe a few more hints towards like what block it was and like or what like when you did the I forgot what the era was, but it was like the second half of the Unison block.
Yeah.
Like that helps narrow it down. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. Obviously, I didn't do very well. And it would be very interesting for anyone commenting below to see, if you guys completely destroyed me, because it just might be my lack of knowledge. If you guys have got 8 out of, I guess it was 10.
It was 10. It was 10.
10. Yeah. So like I've got like maybe 2 points if we add everything up and be generous. So if everyone in the chat's got like 8-9 points, then obviously I'm the problem. But yeah, I think the era thing, I think a little bit more hints towards that kind of stuff. But I enjoyed it. It was nice to sort of see some of these comments, and sort of see what the card actually was. Quite interesting.
And it was nice having you here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Damien from The Lookout. This has been my guest Peter Dance, the King of Invoker. And I'll see all of you in the next video.